Point this out ahead of time, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing any of these words correctly. What many people believe to be the saddest and most sympathetic character in the Metal Gear Solid series is Sniper Wolf. Sniper Wolf was born around 1980, making her about 25 in this game, and she was from the south of Kurdistan. She was raised in the middle of guerrilla warfare between Kurdish freedom fighters and the Iraqi regime of Saddam Hussein. On a regular basis, she would have to find new shelter and lose friends and family left and right in the process. In 1988, the Al-Anfal campaign had begun, which had resulted in nearly 200,000 killed civilians. During this time, she became witness to a group of Iraqi soldiers gassing her friends and family. She somehow survived through all that, and was later trained by the Gurkhas, who taught her all her sniping techniques. She also eventually met with Big Boss, who brought her over to the United States. After Big Boss's death, Sniper Wolf was later recruited into Foxhound. Personality-wise, she's the archetypical anti-man, somewhat crazy, super assassin, but with a soft side that manifests itself in minor actions that are usually shown off-screen. Her backstory is a good sad tale based in real-life events, but I've always hated her taking revenge on the world aspect. It seems like such a generic viewpoint, and I've never had much sympathy for her because her background and her personality felt so disconnected that it never quite registered for me that that background and this character were built together. It felt more like a sad story tacked onto an otherwise generic character. Her relationship with Otacon is also very passive. Basically, she likes dogs, he likes dogs, and that's what they know about each other. Her sexualization is always something that's strange to me too, but it's only in the first encounter, though it's strikingly out of place for her character. I like that they tried to add many dimensions to her character, but I don't like that they all feel so disconnected. Still, I guess her story got enough sympathy out of people that they now believe she's come to have one of the saddest moments in gaming history. Even limited to just stuff on the PS1, certain moments in Chrono Cross and Silent Hill are honestly more impactful and memorable than Sniper Wolf's death. In Japanese, Sniper Wolf is voiced by Naoko Nakamura, and in English, her voice actress is Tasia Valenza, originally under the alias Julie Monroe. Naoko Nakamura is pretty good at carrying Wolf's emotions in this game, and she actually portrays her as someone who's a bit unstable, which is appropriate for her characterization. I also like how she gives Wolf a strong undertone of determination in her performance. It actually works well to make you believe that Wolf won't stop until she's killed Snake. Tasia Valenza's English performance as Sniper Wolf can best be described as incredibly chill. I assume this is her trying to sell the fact that Wolf is constantly having to take drugs, which makes sense, but at the same time it inhibits how much emotion she can really convey. So a lot of moments where she was supposed to be very booming and strong, she comes off as incredibly lax, and this is worsened in the remake where she actually sold this even more. The only thing I would really prefer over the English dub is once again the inclusion of the appropriate accent. So I'll give major credit to the Japanese voice actress as the better performer. Other performances done by Tasia Valenza include Poison Ivy in Batman Arkham City, Ultimecia in Dissidia Final Fantasy, and Spider-Woman in Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Naoko Nakamura seems to not have much of a voice acting career for some reason, as most of her roles are simple passive characters like nurses and random students, which is a shame because as I said, she's very good in this role. Sniper Wolf only appears in Metal Gear Solid and the remake, for obvious reasons.